Hi, everybody. Grubbear here, and today I'm starting a series on my process for collecting black soldier fly eggs. In this part, I'm going to cover how I create the bait container for attracting Hermetia lucens to lay eggs, which is an essential component of my overall coop system. The first thing we're going to need is a plastic container. I usually get these from thrift stores or Goodwill, whatever, what have you. My specific requirements is 3 inches high and about 5 inches wide for this container for the system I use. Now we're going to take the container part and set it aside and grab the lid. Once we have the lid, we're going to need to cut a hole into it, a window. I use the Works Maker X system. It's pretty cool. It's got different attachments that can attach to a battery. It's got a soldering iron slash wood burning thing that I use to cut holes in plastic. It's really, really useful. Now we're just going to let this heat up and then start cutting into the lid here. We want to cut out a good sized window. I usually follow the pattern that's in the plastic if there is one. Now we want to just very carefully cut out the window. This is super hot, so don't do it without adult supervision. And yeah, if you burn your hand, that's not on me. So we're just going to go ahead and cut out the window. It takes a minute, so you just have to be patient and just very carefully slice it out. All right, all done. We got a nice hole here, looking good. Okay, now it's time for the mesh. I use rain barrel covers that I got from Amazon. They're really great because they have a super fine mesh that works really well for this. Now we want to just lay this over the hole we made and then I just use a construction marker, a yellow or white one, and just trace around the outside of the hole. That way we know where to cut. Once you have that trace, I'm going to grab some scissors and cut out the pattern you just traced in there. All right, now it's time to glue it in. I use hot glue for this. I've tried so many different adhesives, and hot glue just seems to work the best. The fact that it cools down quickly, it gives me a lot of control, and it just works great. So I start to apply the hot glue and I apply it liberally and I kind of like smush it around with the tip. That way it gets in through the mesh holes and sticks to the plastic of the lid. Once I'm done with that, I flip it over and I do a bead along the inside here because I've seen the the black soldier flies lay eggs right inside that crevice. So you want to make sure you fill that up with a bead of hot glue as well. Okay, now that I'm done gluing that, I just trim off all the excess mesh and put the lid on the container and it is done. Stay tuned for the next part where I make some bait.